This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here, but also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Broomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Moving to a bunch formation. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30. The Seminoles under the line in the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Handoff to the back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They'll try to run for the first down. The Ducks are going to keep this drive rolling.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Dropping back, it's Knight. That one's picked off. What a play. He's bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And they'll stop him after a short gain. The Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
It's a cold night, and this offense is trying to come out, trying to find some kind of rhythm to get their quarterback going, but maybe underestimating the conditions and the speed of this defense.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. To the air, it's Knight. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
That's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And the Ducks will have to punt this one away. Loses the football. The scramble is on. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Oh, man. That's got to be tough for this offense. They thought they were about to get a chance to start a new drive. You got your helmet on. You're ready to trot out on the field just like that. You're headed back to the bench to wait for another opportunity.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's caught. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the Seminoles looking to run some tempo here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Toss play running right. Oh, look at the quick cut. Gets the first and still running. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. And the Noles getting set on first and 10.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The call is a quarterback sneak. The Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Running a quarterback sneak here. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Ducks offense retakes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. To throw, it's Knight. Grabbed by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds the receiver wide open. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Now here's the toss play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. The defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Keeping it on the ground here. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw.
Here he goes. Inside the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14-0.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Stepping back, it's Knight. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Breaks loose at the 40. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. Looking to chuck it again. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket. He's got the first and still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down at 10. Extending the play now. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Knowles.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Point after, knocked right through. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Heading left after the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oregon.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And the priority here, take care of the football. 3 turnovers in the first half. That's why they're trailing. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, only just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The back's got it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Rolling the dice, 4th and 1 in his own territory. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They'll toss it to the right side. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Looking deep to the right side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for bigger. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores.
Back to throw. It's Knight. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw, and it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores. It's fourth down. You've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Noles are going to cash in here in the red zone. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Wants to throw it. Tries the right with a quick throw. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Catch made in space. Look out. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. And It's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He breaks free. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it. Incompletion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. QB keeper all the way. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
That coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Trying for a fourth down completion. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory. Up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Looks right for a quick completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game. Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's looking deep here.
It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a fourth interception in this game. Second down now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, hit those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Second down after that previous play. Handing off on the draw play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking downfield. It's Knight. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the quarterback dropping back. There's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The big fullback's got it here. And the defense all over that running play. They stop about the 2. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball is coming to allow him to knock it away.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion in their 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pounding away with the run game. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game. Getting closer to midfield now.
This is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a 1st down at the 44. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He flips it to the back across the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Nolan starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Looking to throw it again. To dart to the left side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Second down after that run in the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Knight. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him to the ground, and what'll be the final play. That's it. Game over. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.